It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever adventuring through the rainforest at the Butterfly Palace. And Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
And good morning. It is Tuesday. I was just yawning. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm tired. It is.
I wasn't going to say anything because I wasn't convinced that they heard it, but maybe they did.
Well, I don't know. I did it, and I realized we were on, so sorry about that. But let's do some news.
I have a pep in my step, meanwhile. City Utilities is telling customers to expect their heating bill to go down this winter. That's exciting, right? CU says that's because natural gas prices are down, as well as fuel costs for electricity. In fact, even though CU raised water rates by 5% starting this month, the utility is predicting that overall bills will be down this winter for customers who get their electricity, natural gas, and water from CU. That's awesome. I love that. All right. The state of Missouri is giving out $2.5 million to help county jails with the mental health care of inmates. Greene County will get $500,000 out of that $2.5 million. The funding comes from a law that legislators passed this summer that pointed out the problem of mental health in the criminal justice system and earmarked money to cover services.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a big problem. So as best we can address it, the better off society will be, I think. Mercy Hospital Joplin is celebrating its 300th patient to undergo a procedure to implant a stroke prevention device. 73-year-old man recently had a surgical implant of a device they call the Watchman. It is a treatment option for mostly elderly patients with atrial fibrillation who've been prescribed blood thinners but are having problems with those drugs. This Watchman prevents the formation of blood clots in the heart that can lead to strokes and heart attacks. So pretty cool. They just put in their 300th one of those.
Yeah, that's really fascinating.
And celebrated it, yeah. Baptist Bible College Athletics is joining the NAIA. The BBC Patriots will join in the 2024-25 school year. Baptist Bible College enrolls about 250 students on campus on Kearney Street there and offers men's and women's soccer, basketball, and golf, as well as baseball, volleyball, and cross country.
All right. That's cool. The Missouri Department of Revenue is looking for the next organization to run a license office on Battlefield Road. The department is opening bids and asking for proposals because the contract for the current operator is expiring soon. The Battlefield Plaza office is currently operated by a St. Louis area company that runs 8 license offices around the state. All right, starting on April 1st, fast food workers in California must be paid a minimum of $20 per hour. That's amazing. $20 per hour for fast food workers in California starting on April Fool's, although it is no joke. This is the highest rate of pay in the industry. California's minimum wage for all other state workers is at $15.50 per hour.
You know, I mean, that sounds great for the workers, but here's what happens is that the business has to make money and they have to make a certain percentage of profit, right? So what happens whenever they have to pay people outrageous amounts of money?
We went through this in Missouri whenever minimum wage was raised. And I can remember interviewing business owners who were very concerned to be able to pay it. And they did have to let people go in order to, I remember doing stories about this very thing.
Well, it's common sense. The business has to make a certain amount of money. That's why they're in business. So if to do that, they're either going to have to let go workers and lower what they're paying out, or they have to raise the prices on what everybody buys. So now, and we're seeing it, you can't get a fast food meal deal for less than $10 now, basically. And so now, yes, the minimum wage worker is making more, but everything they buy is costing more. So is there a difference? I don't know that they feel a difference, because just to go get a lunch at a fast food place where they work costs more than ever. So I don't know. I don't like the mandated that high. And I feel like it raises prices without truly helping people. And I mean, on top of this, I think the minimum wage is not the job that you're supposed to have as a career. It's just not. It's for starting out. So you start out, you get that job, and then you work your way up. Eventually, you work hard, you become a manager, you get education, you go somewhere else and work. It's not. It wasn't intended to be the wage that is a livable wage. It's a wage for college kids and for retirees who are just doing something in their spare time to make some money. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
I
think
mean, skills training is
I
awesome,
don't think
and
it's a
there's
good
so
thing.
much of that in the Springfield area specifically. The Missouri Job Center is incredible to hook you up with skills
Yeah.
training. Yeah,
Well, and
to get
there are lots of industries where welders and plumbers and there are things that you can get
I
into.
know the president of the labor union, he'll put you to work too.
Well,
Seriously.
and those
Yeah.
are great careers that'll make you a lot of money long term. So and anyway, yeah, people hear that and they're like, "Oh, wow." But it's not a I don't think it's a good deal. I don't think it's a good deal. All right, anyway. This is interesting. We'll see what happens in the future of the United States because England is now moving to ban cell phone use at all schools across the country. And like all cell phone use, even during break times, recess and stuff, kids can't be on a phone at all. The education department says it's to tackle disruptive behavior and online bullying while boosting attention during lessons. It follows other countries that have already implemented a similar ban, including France, Italy, Portugal, and it follows warnings from the United Nations on the risks of smartphones in schools and government data that found almost a third of secondary school pupils reported mobile phones being used when they were not supposed to be on uh, at all or during lessons.
Hmm.
So it's a problem for a third of the kids, at
I
least.
bet that it won't only help with bullying and attention span, but I bet it helps in the long run with self-esteem, anxiety, depression. I bet it helps every single facet. So I bet that they are studying it, and I hope that they are, because I bet the studies will show in a few short years that it was beneficial all the way around.
Well, I think so too. I think American schools would be smart to do that, but I don't know. I think I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Springfield's Thai Express is expanding with another location, but it is changing its name at the new location to simply Thai. It's going to go in where Smith's used to be on Campbell, north of Battlefield. Signage is already up and the interior is being finished. It's expected to have a grand opening next month. More Thai Express locations are being planned as well.
Yeah, that's cool. Good for them. And good for the University of Missouri. The football team has climbed in the national rankings by 2 spots to land now at the number 21 team in the nation. They beat Vanderbilt over the weekend. They're now 5-0 on the season for the first time since 2013. The Tigers play number 23 LSU at home on Saturday. So that
That'll be a
should
good ball
be
game.
a really good game. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's now October, if you can believe that, October 3rd. Wow, that means it's time for pumpkin patches. The patch run by Covenant Presbyterian Church in Springfield is now open, located on Lone Pine, north of Battlefield. It's open every day except Wednesdays. Free to attend, and there are special events on Saturdays, including pumpkin painting, which is fun, a kids' costume contest, and watching It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. You can check out the patch at Covenant Presbyterian Church. Also, for the rest of the month, Silver Dollar City's Harvest Festival is underway. Always a good time. You can see the new artisans each week, as well as pumpkins in the city by night. It features thousands of illuminated pumpkins with non-scary fun for the whole family at SDC. It's been a few years, I think. Maybe it was last year, but I think
I
it was a
think you
couple
went
years
last
ago
year
that
and
we
talked.
went.
Yeah, I think you talked about how great the pumpkin stuff was.
It was pretty great. My sister got us tickets. I remember going with her. I just can't remember if it was last year or perhaps the year before.
Maybe so, but you were talking up the pumpkin stuff.
We were
It was
impressed.
cool.
Yeah. Rachel and I were impressed. And she is the picture taker of the crew. So we have some cool pictures to boot.
Cool.
Actually, come to think of it, I think she just took the children. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I did not go and I got cool pictures from her sent to me of my kids in the pumpkins.
I
Anywho,
don't know. I remember you talking about the pumpkins.
yeah, maybe I went. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I think you went.
It's been a minute.
All right. Do we have a contest?
Yeah, always. Yes. If you go to aroundtheozarks.com, you can check it out. Just click on contest and you will see a contest there where you are guessing the score of the upcoming Kansas City Chiefs ball game. And whoever gets closest to the score without going over gets entered into a drawing to either win 2 tickets to a game at Arrowhead or a signed jersey.
Yeah, super
Both good
cool.
options. Both good options. But you can check that out at aroundtheozarks.com and you can enter to win.
And you don't have to have great football knowledge. You just guess the total of both teams, so you can guess an average of or look at the past scores and see around what that would be. Pick a number and see what happens.
Yes. It's like the Price is Right.
Don't go over.
Closest to the price without going over. All right. You guys have a great Tuesday. And you wish it was Wednesday. It's not. It's only Tuesday. And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Sounds good. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.